What if I told you that some of the history you learned in school was a carefully crafted illusion? For centuries, stories have been twisted, exaggerated, and in some cases completely made up. But today, I'm digging deep into history's biggest lies and cover-ups, and trust me, some of these will leave you questioning everything. Let's uncover the truth. 1. The Great Wall of China, a space-age myth. Imagine you're in space looking down at the world. You expect to see oceans, continents, and of course, the legendary Great Wall of China stretching across the land. Except, you don't. Because the Great Wall isn't visible from space. The myth started centuries ago, long before we even left Earth. But when real astronauts finally made it up there, they couldn't see it with the naked eye. Instead, things like highways and airports were way more visible. So, if you've ever used this fact to sound smart in a conversation, well, now you know the real truth. 1. Napoleon, the short emperor. For 200 years people have laughed at Napoleon Bonaparte for being a tiny man with a huge ego. But what if I told you that was a British lie? Napoleon was 5'7", which was taller than most Frenchmen at the time. The British just spread propaganda, calling him the Little Corporal to make him seem weak. Imagine conquering half of Europe only to be remembered as that short guy. Talk about unfair. 1. The Trojan horse, a legendary deception. It's one of history's most dramatic moments. The Greeks, after 10 years of failing to break into Troy, build a giant wooden horse, hide soldiers inside, and trick the Trojans into dragging it inside their walls. But what if the Trojan horse never existed? There's no real proof this ever happened. Some experts believe the horse was just a metaphor, maybe an earthquake or a secret attack disguised as a gift. So, did the Greeks really pull off the greatest trick in history, or was the entire story a lie? 1. The Viking helmet hoax. You've seen it in movies, in comics, even in cartoons. But real Vikings never wore horned helmets. The whole idea came from opera costumes in the 1800s. Real Viking helmets were practical, made for war, not for looking dramatic on stage. Imagine going into battle and someone hands you a helmet with 2 giant horns. One wrong move and you're hooking yourself on everything. Not very practical, right? History is full of twisted truths, some spread for power, others for entertainment, but now, you know better. What other facts do you think might be lies? Tell me in the comments. And if you love uncovering the truth behind history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.